Hi everyone, welcome to today's collective message. This is about taking what resonates and leaving the rest behind. There might be some channeling messages, but I'm going to mainly use tarot. But if something comes through to me, you take what's intended for you and leave the rest behind. I wouldn't skip it because I might say something that's like 2 words or a sentence and then move on to something else. So if you fast forward thinking I'm going to go into a massive discussion about something, you might miss some of it. My readings do have predictions, so it's not about reading tarot cards. And you might have noticed that in your sign readings. There is a lot of content that I want to put out there. Obviously, I need to balance that with where my energy is really not only requested but getting reciprocated, if that makes sense. But every day there's content on the channel, and every day there's a message for you, whether it's a short or whether it's a video. And if you haven't commented, then please do let me know whether you like the collective messages, whether you want more guidance in terms of love, whether you're enjoying your individual sign readings. It just allows me to know. There is also one that I just recently did in terms of those that might be going through financial situations, a job, toxic environments, anything to do with job, finance, career, even stagnation, fear of money, loss of money and stuff like that. And that is timeless. I still feel we're still in that energy, so I will check that out. I might try to link it in the video below, but those kind of readings, you'll find them in the normal playlist of timeless theme readings, as opposed to the monthly reads. So let's see today what we have. I was going to go for this, but Spirit is telling me this. There's something about congestion, congested city, a congested city. There's something about pollution. So there's some, you know, I still have to do my predictions for the year, and I might just end up doing it in this format this time so that I can get it out, because I don't know if some of these have also already happened. I do know that if you look at some of the energy reads on people, one is very significant of what I stated right now. If you tie that up, so check those out in terms of the energy the people. I've done energy readings, and even a celebrity which I was requested to do more readings on. I didn't forget, and that was because they're now going through this sticky situation. There's royal readings, and I would check that out. I will check yeah. So I will look into my predictions. I need to catch up on that. There's so much that I want to say, and if it's just easier at the moment to do it in this format, I might do, so that I can get them out more regularly. With the channeling and the predictions and even the readings for your signs, it does take energy, all right? So it's not the case of just putting the cards down and reading the cards. But thank you for those that support the channel, and thank you for those if you're supporting your readings and any of the content that you like, and thank you to anyone who's newly subscribed. I appreciate it. So we've had something around pollution, and I do think there's something around the earth this year. The vibration of this number of the year is actually earth related, earth number, earth related. Now, we've just recently had some major astrological shifts, and you know, we've had the full moon in Leo. I wonder how you found that. I don't know. A lot of people felt it was very positive, and we are still in that sort of energy. And if you're seeing this at a later date, this is timeless reading. We've also had Pluto moving out of Capricorn and has gone into Aquarius. We've moved into Aquarius season. Uranus has gone direct. Pluto will dip back into Capricorn, but that is very significant. There's going to be a big change in vibration and a big change in a lot of things. I know that a lot of astrologists or readers will say that the main signs will be affected mostly on the ending of Pluto in Capricorn is probably Capricorn, Cancer, Aries and Libra, the cardinals. And I don't necessarily agree with that, because I think if, for example, you have Capricorn in your house of finances, then it might have affected you, you know, either positively or negatively, but in some cases it could have been negatively. And that finally moves out and gives you a breath of fresh air in that area. So I don't necessarily believe in that. And some of them are actually great predictors, but I think that for me just doesn't, and we'll all have our own opinion. So big cycles are ending with Pluto moving out of Capricorn, and redirections and not rejections are a theme that we need to believe in. Surrender to the higher will as well. And you know, a lot of us could be feeling major purge at the moment, feeling hopeless, feeling lost, and existential crisis again, feeling that sort of feeling a crisis is here but not kind of been announced, if that makes sense. I don't know if anyone's feeling that, and it will pass. There's also, we've got huge solar energy right now on this day, okay? And if you're in the US, you know, you could be watching this a different time, but it has just been. And so you could be feeling quite depressed, down, ears ringing. You could be like, I just want to sleep. And that could be because of the solar flares. There's a big one push through the birthing tunnel of the rebirthing to the new, but stay focused and don't get lost. Don't feel that you are, it could be, you know, but don't feel that, for example, I was on such a high and now I'm really depressed. I don't know what happened to me over a couple of days. Okay, so we've had big shifts, Uranus, Pluto, the full moon and the solar flares right now. So and when you see this, I recorded and put it up, scheduled a few hours later. So let's just have a look at our collective energy. This applies to everyone. It's important because we live in a collective world. There's something about rooftops as well. Rooftops that have, this is really weird. So congested city, rooftops, and then like the foggy mist of pollution, you know, when you can see it kind of in the sky. Just wanting to put buildings in every corner, in every place. I actually like when I just get these channelings, but I mean, I've got to decide whether I go quiet now and accept the open vessel or I continue. Something about the colour yellow, the colour red, vibrating quite high and quite loud at the moment as well. I'm seeing the Amazon frog. Earlier, Iceland was coming towards to me, and Iceland, by the way, is in my predictions. It was in the past couple of months, and I see it again. And I believe they had an earthquake, didn't I? Didn't they? Didn't I? Okay, so that's a bit significant. Today, actually, when I was looking at the coffee cup, I was looking and it was kind of like there's a rumbling of earthquakes. Is that Mother Earth a bit angry? I do have a message that I wanted to put out separately, but I'm going to just say it here. Actually, I'll do it in a separate 2-minute. Okay, let's go into the tarot. Do I take it? What do you think? Spirit says yes. I'm just going to put them as they're falling out. Whoa. Okay. There's a card here that's flipped like this. I've said that I will only take pop-outs, but I'm interested to see if this card has significance later. Okay, so I'm going to keep it like that and put the cards here for a moment. Let's look at this. Okay, that's a nice card. Okay. This came out here actually, and I'm not sure between these three how they came out. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Right, so our collective energy, all right, and this is guidance for, let's say, the next week as well. Currently, there's a big collective vibration in terms of having a real hope of this year being very different. Very different in terms of feeling like we're always battling something outwards or inwards within us, and hoping that there's a balance of that so that we can really focus on things that bring us together, or our life in general, in a more coherent way, which also ends up being cohesive. And being an end to that, and there is a confirmation there is an end to that. Okay, but there's also a birthing of a new that is happening. We're in an energy of a birthing of a new that's happening, and we can't deny that actually when we think of AI and all that sort of stuff. And I do think there's going to be stuff that shock us this year. Not bad. But we're really hoping there's a balance in our own individual lives and across everything within our lives. We have that hope, and we have that sort of dream and serenity that we really want. We really want it. So no matter how we're feeling, we tend to skip back towards that and just really have that youthful hope that without all the experiences maybe we're currently in or faced, we travel back towards that and we hold on to it. But there is conflict here. There is conflict, and a lot of people are just fighting against each other or in conflict for things, and that harmony is balancing out. That should have already started the energy of that, where we work together towards something new. We work together to ending something to bring in a new balance. This is slow moving, but there's something practical around this as well. There's something about balancing relationships with people we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Those that have court cases, that coming into a solution and an end of a chapter that's taken time to get through. And then you need to release it, by the way. So if you have a court case that you have finished with, and it won't be something you appeal, won't be something you hold on to. You won, you didn't win. Because this is current. In the current, you will be winning. Okay, they'll be working together, you'll be winning. You won or you didn't win. Get rid of anything that includes that. You don't need to hold on to that. End it. Let it go. What I'm reading, if you know my work, I'm not reading tarot. I am channeling here as well. So what I'm saying is individually being channeled. And I was going to get salt earlier, and I think, I'm going to start doing the coffee cup readings as well, because, they also help the channeling of things coming through. Something about the colour green is coming through. Again, earth, isn't it? The red, stabilizing ourselves. And I'm getting called to check this card. Yeah. This is where our practical plan that I said, I think I mentioned something about being a bit delayed. What we've been working on, maybe just be like, I've been working towards something and it's taken forever. We're obviously here, I'm not talking about people that have suddenly gone overnight viral. But if you have, because as I was saying that, I could see this being parachuted forward as if someone did actually go viral. But when I read tarot of this card, a slow practical plan that's making progress, which I linked it to something I was channeling earlier that might be taking time. It's interesting, the red is standing out to me here as well on the horse. So in the current energy, we've got a Libra energy, very significant, and Scorpio, harmonizing relationships. Scorpio, transformation of our way of thinking, maybe transformation of our life, transformation of the end of something. And you could have been whipped into that end of something, or whipped into this new chapter. I'm also feeling Taurus is significant, but Taurus is not in the card. I'm feeling Taurus or Aries energy is significant in the current energy. So let's just look at these cards now. These cards are what we're moving into. And let's say for the upcoming week to 10 days, I think it's not going to be that. I think it's going to move faster. Now, some of us might be looking, we've had multiple choices, or people tell us you've had so many choices and you have not been able to see these choices. Okay, so if you see a bird that flies alone, a bird that's just just flies alone, and it's alone for another 4 minutes. Like no other bird passes the sky for 4 minutes. There's a sign there for you, okay? So some of us, are moving into an energy where we will be having opportunities. The problem with these opportunities, they might trigger a thought of betrayal of the past. And so you're like, I was excited really working on something that's taken a lot of time, and an opportunity has come in, maybe linking to it, maybe not, but I'm not sure if it fills my heart. But there are opportunities surrounding you in this upcoming week, and there will be a significant sign from God, the universe, whoever you believe in or you don't believe in, that is going to help you know that it's going to be much different than where you were betrayed in the past. So a message this upcoming week is really grounding your emotions. Don't listen to triggers and your head. Be aware. Why is this upsetting me? Why can I not make a choice on these things? And sometimes you can't make a choice because honestly, what is packaged in like a honey-coated, I don't know, peanut, whatever is honey-coated, you don't know what's inside, but something's telling you the reason you're not excited about it is because you don't, your intuition, your gut, something the universe is telling you, but you can't make sense of it. But a lot of us is that opportunities come through, and these can be about across work, finances, a little helping hand. Someone says hello to you and you're kind of like, F this, I can't be doing with someone. Is this the kind of people that I'm kind of, just drawing in every single time, or whatever it is, and you get triggered. But you need to let that go, and you need to just, this week, big message about grounding your emotions so that you feel one with your mind, body and spirit. And if you've not read my bio before I change it to my services, read my bio on mind, body, spirit alignment. The grounding of your emotions and looking after yourself, your mind, your body. And there's something about making sure you get movement in here, looking after your health, getting some movement in, whether it's walking, whatever it is. If you are disabled, wheelchair bound, not able to at the moment, you can move something within your body where you are positioned. You can get someone to help you. Ground yourself. Don't get in your head this upcoming week, because there will be triggers. And there'll be triggers, seeing if you go back to the past, maybe of a toxic environment, of a job opportunity. But at the same time, the universe will be bringing through something that is an amazing opportunity that you realize. This is why the word complacent is coming to me. Complacent. And you recognize that opportunity. And it might not be like the biggest honey-coated, I don't know, chocolate ball peanut, but you recognize it and that choice is right. This might be recognizing signs. Whatever it is, if you don't resonate with this, it could be It could be to do with even choices on buying stuff that have caused triggers. You need to more ground yourself. Don't give in to conflict of the mind at this moment in time. Let's get more cards. Having the inner strength. The inner strength, recognizing you can do it. Recognizing, look at that, Seven of Cups again. There's going to be a lot of things that maybe you can't really focus. Opportunities where you don't know what to choose. You're triggered. Again, go back to grounding yourself. Go back to your inner strength. But there will be forward movement. Nine of Pentacles, and we also get the Nine of Cups. Some of this, I said, is about past triggers, and here we go. And it could be around past love. It could be around family. But the recognition of your worth is coming through. And what's interesting is we get the Page of Cups again. We started in our current energy in this. And as the upcoming week, whenever you see this, it's the upcoming week, we come to the Page of Cups again. Meeting ourselves in that hope, that youthfulness. But in this one, we've grabbed a cup of opportunity or a sign. We've decided to move forward with it. And you know, the universe, like I said, joyful surprise for our heart has been granted to us. Look at these cards and look at this card. And look at this. Moving out of ego even. That's where I was saying the universe comes in. Gives you something that fills your heart with joy. You've had the hope. And you need to keep that hope. You've had plans that maybe you felt were not going to move forward. And I don't know if you can see this card, so I'm going to move them up. Hopefully you can see them now. And maybe you felt, you know what, this is taking forever. Taken absolutely forever. And it's caused me confusion on what to choose and what direction to go in and so on. Do I redirect myself? I can go on with this, but I think I'm going to leave it here. Amazing movement. So, you know, when you see this, it's the current energy. Remember, if you're feeling a bit icky, the solar flares, the changes. I do want to get us a bit of a shadow card. I mean, what can be the challenge? I feel like there's going to be, I've mentioned a challenge, but there's a big blessing on the way. What can be our, yeah, look at that. Serendipity, which I always feel with the Page of Cups. 3, interesting. 3 is about us, the community working together. That's why I do the collective readings. Samadhi. Serendipity, be aware of the not the emotions. So yeah, definitely of your emotions, I mentioned that, but of opportunities that are lining up for you. And merge into the flow of life when we said recognize our emotions, not battle against it. Trust it. This is our challenge this week. This is our Shadowscape card, tying maybe into triggers. Maybe into times where we're going to be tested. Trust it in all its light and shadows. Because the universe has brought you to this point. And as I always say, with the serendipity card, maybe we don't know. And I'm giving you this reading to help you find solace, because I think we can all relate. You are perfectly positioned, or poised, some people say, right now, for opportunities. That's you. Trust your efforts and recognize the signs around serendipity. That's a caring around you. And we can see it in this reading, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups. You know what you're meant to be doing. Maybe there's a need to follow up and follow through, because there is fortune and there is opportunity coming in. And just merge and flow. Don't get caught up in the city life of what seems to be congested around us. And going back to what I was channeling, she seems very into earth and getting nourished by the earth. And don't you feel there's abundance? She's not even wearing clothes, I presume, here. She's just getting nourished, looking after her health. Remember I said that. And the fresh potential is awakening, as everything is going to happen for her at the right time, the right place. Maybe she turns around and she finds behind her is not leaves, but it's a sandy beach that is open to all opportunity that she can finally see. Everything happening at the right place at the right time, as exactly as it meant to be, and we have to trust that. We have to trust the universe. So that is our challenge, but that is also a message. That is our Shadowscape card this week. I'm getting told to look at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. One bird flies by, 4 minutes later see if another flies by, and if not, it's a sign. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel turning, the karmic balance coming in. The Three of Wands, what we've been waiting for. I can always go on, can't I? But let's see. I think I'm going to get a card from here. And then I'm going to end it because it's beautiful. There's no need to drag it out, although I do feel like I could add more to it. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like, subscribe. Most of this is channeled. It takes energy just in case. Open your arms to the opportunity. Don't let past situations, and this is hard, hold you back. Spirit, why am I not getting a card? And I got a card, and I got two. My faith has power to turn trauma, what was I saying, the triggers, into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. This is our main message. And look, the moon and the sun and the trees. And this was half coming out, so I'm going to take it. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Beautiful reading. Very much ties in with the reading. I mean, any card could have come out. Any card could have come out in all the decks that we've used. So I hope this resonated for you. I hope you stay blessed. Take care and bye for now.